Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, that run was a pretty good run in 2021. So, Georgia, Bama, SEC, I always call it the hardest. Those numbers weren't easy to get, but it's definitely fun doing it.
Today's rookie profile is on CEDRIC Tillman, wide receiver out of Tennessee, drafted by the Browns, 3rd round, 11th pick. Stands 6'3", weighs 213, ran a 4.54.
Prospect notes.
He was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. The film showed he had adequate speed. He was a big receiver with good mobility. You could tell he could track the ball well. He has NFL pedigree. His father also was a wide receiver that played in the NFL.
The negatives.
Tillman was a redshirt senior, which is a small red flag, and he didn't do any of the agility drills, which is another red flag. He also had a low prospect score for me, unlike many others who had him ranked highly.
Badges.
Tillman didn't earn any of my badges. The one badge he could have earned, he needed at the lowest 2nd round draft capital. And it was a special badge that would have made me bought him up in my rankings from wide receiver 28 all the way to wide receiver 4, since the few players who earned this badge have been high-profile players. Unfortunately, he fell short.
Fantasy football outlook.
Other than the size, the height, length, hand size, I just was never high on this wide receiver. And I needed the draft capital to back him, and he just didn't get it. If a wide receiver don't get at least 2nd round draft capital, I honestly would rank backup running backs over them. It's a process I stick to so I don't get caught up on being hopeful on players that have a steep cliff to climb, aka the roster cloggers. And it's easier to cut bait on a backup running back than a fringe starting wide receiver. One of them wide receiver 3 or 4 that can't even get into the 2 wide receiver sets. Tillman is going in the mid-3rd round of rookie drafts, and there's a number of players I would prefer over him, so I haven't drafted any shares of him thus far. And since I'm out on him on Dynasty, I'm also out on him in redraft, where he has to compete with targets from Cooper, Moore, and others.